It's Caspar. Today I'll make a guide for beginner on Rainbow Six Mobile. So if you start Rainbow Six Mobile, I'll give you some tips to improve yourself. So it's not, it's really basic thing today. So we'll see in the first part what's the best operator to play actually, but you'll see there is no best operator, of course. In second, we'll see what's a setup like on defense. We'll see how to make a setup by your own. In third part, we'll see the movement. So the movement was the sound, etc. It's really, really important to understand that on Rainbow Six. So in the last part, I'll talk to you about ranked. So how to find mates, why you have to find a mate to play ranked. And by the way, I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you soon. So, by the way, in attack, you can start by playing operator who have interest in game, so you can learn from playing it. So you can forget Ash and Sledge, also recruit. So, by the way, you can play Thermite, Thatcher, Twitch, Ibana, Ying, Glass, Dokaibi, and Buck. Not really Glass. Like it depends on the situation. I won't say Glass is good to learn the game. So, by the way, by playing an operator like Thermite, you literally learn the Heartbreacher role. So, to not die, to make like you play for the team, you know? If you play an operator like Ash, you'll not necessarily understand the game like you, because actually Ash, you just have to run, push, like it's an hard role, you know. But if you literally just learn Rainbow Six Mobile and want to learn a lot of more, just play operator like Thermite. Thatcher is good. Twitch is really good. Twitch is probably the best for me to start. Before we talk about defense operator, I just want to make sure you know the difference between defense and attack. It's not really part of operator, but actually, when you play attack, it's more like strategy, you know, and defense is more like setup. So during the preface, you do the setup of the site, and during the preface in attack, you just make your strategy. Like you try to see what the opponent is, what the operators they use, where is the site, etc. So the operator don't have the same efficacy. But actually, if I can recommend you one operator, it's Caveira. No. Actually, don't use Caveira. It's totally useless for your team. And if you want to learn Caveira, it's actually the worst. By the way, for me, Mute is the best operator to start playing in defense, because actually you have the Shogun for make the rotation. You are one speed, so you know when you're new, you want to visit the map, you want to roam extra. So you're one speed, you can't. So it will force you to play on site or play proxy site. And by the way, you learn how to make sure the rotation on site. You learn to know the objective of the setup by staying on site. Like you'll see by playing just where the enemy push and why they push there. Oh, okay, they plant there, etc., etc. So it's actually good because good gadget. There's shotgun, so easy to use. You can make rotation. There is safer. It's actually a really good operator to start. So I really recommend you to play Mute. If you want to learn on site, you take Mute. If you want to learn outside, you can take Valkyrie, Jaeger. On site, you play Bandits, Mute, and Smoke. And if you want to roam, take Kapkan, because actually Kapkan is insanely good. I mean, on mobile, it's really good to play because you can have an ACOG on the primary weapon, and also the best thing they put on Kapkan is the belief. So this is typically a shotgun. So if you want to roam, you can roam. You can make your own rotation. So by the way, the gadget of Kapkan is really good if you want to, I mean, to know where the enemy can come from. Like if you know, okay, they will come from this door or this one, etc. You can put Capcom there, if it works or not, if they destroy it or not, etc. By the way, if you don't know how to, I mean, if you don't know what is the gadget of the operator you want to use, for example, I go on Valkyrie. You have a black eye camera on top left. So you click on it, and you have a video of the gadget. So we finish on the operator section. By the way, on Rainbow Six Mobile, you have to know the map. It's really important. It's not like COD, or you can learn the map by playing one game or two. Actually, on Rainbow Six Mobile, if you don't learn the map, you're cooked, literally. So take your time. You can see I just go in operator section, practice, and put Oregon. So this is Oregon. You can visit the map. By the way, I made 2 videos for the moment to learn the callouts. So it's border and bank. You can watch this video on my channel. And by the way, I'll explain you how to set up a site. So by the way, after knowing the map, you have to know the objective of each site. So basically, I'll go on top floor, on the top floor site, and we'll see how to set up a site. So basically, imagine I don't know the game. I just play a lot of game, and I see my opponents love planting here, and also planting here. This is actually the default plant on this site, and we have to know why this is default plant. So typically, this default plant is the default because when you are here, nobody can shoot you. So I can plant. This guy can't. If there is someone there, they can see me. If there is someone pick me here, they can see me. Here he can't. Here he can't. The only problem is this guy. If there is someone swing me there. But it won't happen if you plant with your teammate. And by the way, you can hear him because actually you plant here, so you will hear if someone come to you from there. So by the way, okay, we plant here, and now we have to see in defense how to defend this. We know where is the default plant. We have to make the setup to know how to defend that. So basically, if I want to plant here, I will come from there. So actually, so if I am the enemy, I just come here and I just go plant. Okay, there is nothing. But if there is someone behind this, I have to nade him, etc. But also I can use something called footholds. Also called one way. You probably know this if you play a Valorant game. Like, actually I can see his foot and he can't see me. So this is one of the mechanic of the game, making footholds, or I can also make top holes like this. To be honest, nobody do that on this side, but it's just for example. So I can throw my smoke there. And you see it dropped on the default. But this is actually, I mean, it's not bad, but nobody do that. It can be good. So basically, you will reinforce this two wall. You can make a rotation, but will stay on basics so we'll just reinforce the two walls. You can make line here, so you can see the big windows there, and also you can saw the top right here by jumping on it. So here, making this type of wall give you some line, some new line we don't get if we don't make the hall. By the way, this is attic. Attic is not on the site, but attic is actually a really important point, and this is why on some map you have to extend, you know? It's not a big extend or extra, but actually if you don't extend and just close this two wall, enemy will just come here and they just have to check the door to, okay, there is nobody here, nobody games, okay, there's nobody, I can just enter, up, plant. So if you extend by making a rotation here, up, you can make a rotation here, you can hold this, so you reinforce these two walls, and I'll give you another tips. Yo, so I wanted to explain you something about the walls and the safe place you can have behind the walls. On the previous clip, I don't really explain it good, so I just wanted to make it clear. So, by the way, you just put one walls, and what's the objective on this wall? Actually, you probably say, okay, but they won't open this. Like, there is no sense to reinforce only one wall because this one is soft, okay? But actually, this wall is here to play behind it. So up, if you play on Siege, you probably have a mirror. So if you put a mirror up, you can play behind and you can see through a mirror. But on mobile there is no mirror. So to get a safe place, like actually I'm safe, nobody can shoot me until this hatch is open, I can play behind this, up, and pick this guy. So the guy against you will just see head holes and a reinforcement. By the way, when you come here, you have to check some angles, you know? You have these angles who someone can just pop. There's Shaco there who someone can pop. If I want to enter, I have to check this, and also this. So typically, this can be really useful just to get a safe place for you, for the defender, but it can also be a safe place for the attacker if the guy just run and hide here and you can do anything. There is a lot of way to attack, to defend, but this is basic. I know some people who just reinforce this, but if you reinforce this, you give the trophy room to the enemy. Because actually, you have only this door from the side to hold the trophy. Here, by making this wall reinforced and this hole, you have two ways to defend the trophy. So I hope I hope you understand what I explained. By the way, I'll give you a little exercise on the basement side. So on this side, you have to tell me in comment section which is the default plant. By the way, if you respond there, it's false. If you respond there, it's false. By the way, there are two. The default plant on this side is here, and I'll explain you why. So basically, defense probably have a rotation here, probably have up rotation here. So I have this up. They have this wall reinforced for the same reason I explained you, because they will open this wall up and holding this door. Also, they can play an elbow and taking a crossfire on this. Also play on Shaco, taking extra. So by the way, this wall is open, this wall is not reinforced. There is 2 rotation, and the default plant is here. The only problem we can face if there's the smoke. The smoke or C4. They can smoke me, they can smoke the default plant. But actually, if you know the composition of the enemy team, you know what the problem is. And by the way, if there is a Valkyrie and you hear she blows the C4 early on the round, you know there is no C4 anymore. If you see there is no mute, no smoke, etc. This is free plant. By the way, they can still C4 you or smoke you. By the way, so I plant here, and I'm totally safe. You'll say, no, he can swing you from here, he can swing you from there. But actually, the fact is, Rainbow Six is a team play game. So this wall is open. So the guy behind this wall, up, have a line on this door frame, and can revenge you. Yeah, he can revenge you. Also, he can watch this, but it's not necessary. And this hatch is probably open too, so he can watch your flank. I mean, he can get your revenge. Okay, so this side is completely clear and I can plant safely. But what about this side? The guy there can't even see me, can't even see this guy, so he can just swing up, kill me. But actually, I saw, by the way, a lot of mistake in Scream or whatever. People just go in boiler on a pillar and just hold this line. So actually, if you understand, this is already taken by my mate. Like, we don't need, there is no point of getting this line, because actually this is like nobody plays there, and if they play, my mate can come, and this door frame we don't care to, because my friend hold it. So by holding this position, we don't need to hold the long. It's actually really bad, but we can open this wall, we can shoot through, or if we have a ash, we can open it by ash, buck, whatever. And we hold this line. By holding this line up, you'll get the guy on the rotation there. You have also the guy, if he push me up, you can get it. So basically, Rainbow Six Mobile is a team play game. Here an example of Crossfire for default plant. By the way, I hope you understand, because I mean, in my head it's totally clear, but I don't think it's clear for everyone. So I hope you understand this. So we'll now talk about movement. Movement is probably one of the biggest thing on Siege, and you don't even know why. Because actually, for example, if I walk like this, I walk slow, I won't make any sound. Like, my enemy can hear me, but the compass won't show me. If I walk like this, the compass on top. So, I can wait. I can't show. Yeah, but the compass on top will show me if I walk normally like this. And if I run, I personally make a lot of sound, so I hear myself, the enemy hear myself, the compass show myself, and by the way, I miss a lot of information. So Rainbow Six Mobile is really Intel game, so you need a lot of information to understand your environment. So basically, if someone drop, like if just someone go up like this, you hear it. If someone drop, you hear it. You really have to care about the sound in this game. So typically, I just give you a little advice. I hope you like it, but you're not on CAN Mobile. Stop running like this And okay, like stop. It can be good if you have the info, but if you don't, like doing this is instantly bad. Actually, is way better. Like if you know there is nobody. Imagine I want to go basement. I want to push bunker basement. So I know there is nobody on top here, nobody here, and I know all the info on the stairs, but I want the I don't have the info on pillar. I don't have the info on Shaco. Like, so for example, here, for example, if I start here, I can run. I have the info, but when I come here, the guy under will probably hear me, so I can start to go slow or go in scope. And now I can face of the guy. So I was on scope, I walk, I don't make so much sound, the enemy can still hear me, but it's okay. It's still better than just running. Oh, okay, I got it. Run. Bro, I'm so ridiculous. By the way, it's a way better to take your time so you can get the info too. Or because if you just run, like, you make sound and you can't take the time to get the sound info from your enemy. Like for example, if I run, I say okay, nobody, it's okay, up. There is probably one guy here who during the time I run crouch. So when you crouch, you make sound. And I don't hear it. By the way, something I literally hate when I do a game with viewer. There is people who want to be sneaky. Actually, if you want to be sneaky, don't prone. Never prone. I mean, if the enemy don't know you're there, prone and don't move. Because, just listen. I prone. You hear? I make a lot of sound for no reason, because I don't move. And if I just crouch, and I move like this, I don't make any sound. So if you want to be sneaky, and you don't have to hide behind the half wall, just crouch. Also, I mean, you can be discreet, like, if you're there, up, you're there, it's okay, you take a line, you're prone, you will suppress your enemy, the closer placement of your enemy, it's good. But if you hide behind this and you wait an enemy who come from there to go there, you know, if you prone, it's good, actually. But if you start to go on cams, stop the cams, moving like this, just don't. Or you can just go up, you go there, and you are good. You still have the, like, the guy still don't know you're there until he drone you, you know, but you're okay. So basically, so by the way, I'll show you another example of sound and compass. Compass is actually insane. So on this clip, the compass is really good because I just asked my friend to run behind the camera, and you can see on top of the screen, my compass show me the step of the enemy. So for example, you can see it go from garage to red to bar, and you also see it on the compass. So you can get the info, and that's actually insane. You can get the info through wall. If you don't have a high sound or you don't want to put your sound really high, you can get the info by this. You can probably hide the camera on a spot where you don't see anything, but you can still hear. So get the info and you can still see what's the compass. So, by the way, this is a good tips while I was a Valkyrie and for Valkyrie main player. So last point I wanted to talk with you is ranked. If you play Rainbow Six Mobile, you probably know how Rainbow Six Siege is a competitive game, and actually you probably tried to run some ranked game in solo, but actually, in my opinion, the best way to improve is to play with people who just to get the communication, because in solo queues the randoms will probably reinforce your rotation or don't even know how to set up a site. So I'll give you a community server where you can meet some friends to play with and discover the game. By the way, in this server, you'll see there is a queue system. You can also join the queue and play a 5v5 against server player in private match. It's also a fun way to learn Rainbow Six Mobile. This is the end. Thanks for all your feedback you can give. By the way, don't forget to sub, don't forget to like. It helps a lot. And see you soon for another video. I think the next video will be on how to attack in Rainbow Six in general. So if you have any idea, don't hesitate and just tell me. We can see what we can do. So by the way, again, thanks and see you soon.